Welcome to our tutorial about the sub method. Let's start by typing some code. Public sub. We're going to call it my sub. Open parenthesis, by val, space, my string as string. Close parenthesis. And let's fix my spelling mistake here. My string. Down to the next line. Here I'm going to incorporate the message box function. Tab, open parenthesis. As I start typing, I see my string showing in IntelliSense. Let's tab to make a selection. And we'll close the parenthesis. Let's talk about the difference between a function and a sub. A function returns you some kind of value. A sub performs a routine without value being returned to you. Here in the function, we define the return value as an integer. In the sub, we don't have anything to define because the sub will not return us a value. Now let's see how we can use our sub. I'm going to comment out these two lines. And I'll simply call this method from here. My sub, let's open and close our parentheses and double quotation marks. Now let's enter a string, some text, hello world. And we'll run our program. We press button 2, and here's our message box. OK. Let's go back to our code. We want to use the call keyword now. Here's the call keyword, the procedure name, and the argument. Let me right-click and copy this line. Paste it below. Now let's comment out this line, uncomment these two lines, and replace my argument with the variable integer a. Let's run the program again to see how it works. Button 2. My result is correctly displayed as 5. Do you want to see where this implicit conversion happened? The parameter myString is defined as a string, but integer a is declared as an integer. Let's use two strings to do an explicit conversion. Now we've explicitly converted integer a into a string, instead of having Visual Basic do it in the background. Now let's see how our code executes step by step. First we'll insert a breakpoint, and let's use the Step Into tool. You see that control has been transferred to the function myFunction. Next step. Now control is transferred back to button 2's click procedure. Next, we have the call to the sub mySub. And control returns back to the click procedure. Then the message box displays with the result 5. Actually, the message box gets displayed before control transfers back to button 2's click procedure. And this concludes our tutorial about the sub method.